Hmm. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And give folks a moment to hop on. Welcome to our Earth Day ceremony and celebration. When you have joined us live, say hi in the chat. Also, let me know that you can hear me. Make sure we're all copacetic and everything's working. We do sound checks, but then, life happens. So feel free to comment. Ooh, there's really nice energy happening today. I like it. I like it. Hello, if you are catching the replay here, feel free to comment here as well. Happy Earth Day 2023. As you join us, I want to say, if you don't have already some water, water is always a beautiful thing to have around, especially when we are moving energy, working with energy in any capacity. So I just wanted to give that information right there. And speaking of which, we're going to be moving actually during the ceremony. So if you're not already in some comfortable clothing, you're invited to that. It doesn't have to be super crazy or hard or whatever. It's as you desire, but it will be advantageous to have clothes that you feel like you can move in, feel like you can embody and embrace your own nature in. Pamela says, greetings from New Hampshire. Hello, Pamela. Just got back from a walk in the woods. Love that. Happy Earth Day. Yes, happy Earth Day. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yay. Okay, and I will take it from that message that the sound is coming through. That's great. As you are arriving, feel free to check in. If you're catching the replay, feel free to do we always say check-ins to mean, to say how you are arriving, to say if there's anything you want to clear, if there is something you're just feeling right now at the start of this. And so often it can be really helpful to share and just mark for yourself even how I'm feeling at the beginning of something versus how I'm feeling when I've gone through a healing or a ceremony or a process. So even for your own self-awareness, to check in and say, okay, this is where my current state is, right? Because as we will get into today, we have our nature around us, the beautiful green and the plants, and we also have the nature within us. And so connecting to that nature within us, understanding how things are flowing, right? Just having that conscious awareness of what's going on, taking that time and space and energy to be present with yourself to know is super important. So as always, feel free to continually express yourself in the chat, whether you're live or catching the replay, all throughout this. But officially, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Earth Day celebration. We are going to begin with offering gratitude and also naming the lands that we are on. So I am coming to you from the central coast of what is today called California, and this is the land of the Rumsen Ohlone tribe. So if you know that, you're welcome to share in the chat where you are, the lands that you are occupying, the indigenous folks who lived on this land and kept the land before you arrived. And of course, if you're on your own indigenous land, what a beautiful, rare experience. So feel free to rep that too in the comments. So we're going to first give gratitude and invoke the ancestors and the indigenous wisdom keepers. Then we will do some intention setting, give a little context about nature and about our nature as well as the nature around us. And then we'll go straight into our ceremony, which is a 25-minute sexy sound healing guided ceremony. So what that means is I'm actually going to play it and participate with you. So you won't hear me speaking directly like this, or you won't see me speaking. but rather we will all as community partake in this ceremony together. And then after that, we'll have a few integration questions, opportunity to reflect and share. So often it can be really easy to have an experience and go, that was lovely, or that was whatever, moving, wonderful, etc. And then just forget about it. And being able to consciously connect with what actually happened. Is there a takeaway? How do I feel? That can be so powerful in anchoring a memory that supports you, whether you're shifting something, whether you want to understand how you were actually impacted. And of course, if there is something that you shifted that you want to, consistently, right? If there's like something new you're stepping into, then you want to anchor in that memory to continually remind yourself, your subconscious and your body, yes, we are operating this way from now on. So we'll have a little integration and invited shares at the end before we close. Check the comments. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I occupy the land of the Pennacook, Abenaki, and Wabanaki tribes. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. Feel free to keep that coming. I'm just going to invite a moment of reflection as we invoke ancestors and offer grounding for our own bodies and grounding in connection to the land, the earth, the ground beneath us. Inviting yourself to come inward and to place a hand on your belly or somewhere that feels supportive and nurturing for you, perhaps a place on your body that just feels like the most comfortable place, that you connect to your center. And you're invited to, if you're able, to close your eyes, if not, to take a soft gaze and gently breathe in through your nose, receiving the oxygen that the trees breathe out for us to breathe in. Exhaling, and just allowing your body to move or wiggle or shake a little bit. Feels like there might be some supportive movement here. We're just activating the energetic flow in our bodies when we wiggle, when we shimmy, just a nice light rocking or shaking. You're invited to do this again, just breathing in, just connecting to your body, doing a gentle scan, exhaling. We're going to do this one more time, inviting you to breathe out, to exhale with an audible sound or sigh. Yes, 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 yes. And let's do that one more time. Breathing in, audible sound or sigh on the exhale. Any sound is perfect. Don't judge your sound. Mhm. And you're invited to consider what is an intention of something that you either want to connect to in yourself, something that you want to experience while you're here. Nature shows us how to live abundantly. Nature is inherently abundant. It demonstrates the importance of our individual expression as a part of a collective whole and how our unique expression of being contributes to the prosperity of a community, of an ecosystem. Nature teaches us acceptance of all emotions, phases, seasons, and cycles of life. Nature shows us how to be and allow doing to come from being. Nature does not try or prove, it simply is. And it shows up consistently. It never leaves. You're invited to notice as you hear these words, if there's something that connects with you around your own intention, around how you might connect with the nature within you that is reflected by the nature around you. You can trust the first thing that comes through. As you feel that, you're invited to breathe in that intention and feel the intention fill your body the way that the oxygen fills our body through moving through our blood, through our veins. And breathing in again this intention. And if you didn't land on one, it's okay. Trust that your subconscious, your unconscious has your highest good. And as you exhale, feel yourself releasing any tension in your eyes if they're clamped really tightly, or tension in your jaw. Feels like actually somebody catching the replay has a little bit of a tightened fist. Just a little, feel your body release that tension as you exhale. Mhm. And one more breath like this on your own. Honoring your intention, honoring your connection, honoring the support that is beneath us with the land, with the earth, and the support that is around us through the air, through free energy. Just releasing resistance on the exhale, releasing tension, just allowing that flow. Yes. When you're ready, you're welcome to come back to open your eyes. We're going to take a moment to, if you'd like to share an intention, please do so in the chat, in the comments. If you don't have access to typing in the comments, then just mark for yourself what that intention is, and if it's open-ended or if it's living subconsciously, unconsciously, just honoring that there is a flow, there is a consistent current of energy moving through your body, and This experience is the opportunity to come into harmony with yourself and to allow your energies to come into harmony. When we talk about healing and we talk about sound healing, it is not healing a wound, it is not fixing something that's broken, it is returning to a harmonious state, which nature demonstrates for us. When there is not interference from third parties, nature inherently, innately moves in this harmonious state with the harmonious frequencies and vibrations that best support its well-being. This is an opportunity for you to connect to the same within yourself. Hi, Debbie. Hi, all. Joining from the Finger Lakes region. Yes. Land of the I don't know this tribe. Haudenosaunee Sani Confederacy in Cayuga Nation. Thank you for that. I'm actually going to the Gathering of Nations next week, the largest powwow in North America. I'm very excited to connect to Indigenous folks from my tribes and also from other tribes. So maybe I'll meet some folks from this tribe. Wonderful. Feel free to share any intentions as they come up and also anything else. We love and value and appreciate your expression in all forms. There's no wrong thing to say, no unimportant thing to say. Okay. So we are going to move into the full ceremony now. This is a 25-minute ceremonial audio that is a land honoring and nature connecting ceremony. As mentioned, if you don't already have water or space to move or like something comfortable to move in, you're invited to to take care of yourself. Right? That's what this space is for, always to take care of yourself. And if there are things, elements of nature that you want to have around you to feel yourself immersed in it, if you're not already immersed outside or somewhere in nature. So for example, you can see that I always have these green plants to my side. I have some crystals here, smoky quartz. What else? Some amethyst. I also have a cutie, a mandarin. So, right, the things that go in my body as well, a glass of water. So feel free to create a space for yourself with whatever is around you that feels supportive in connecting to the aliveness, the energy of what nature offers. Because the thing that connects us is this life source, what I call sexy energy, the life source that is consistently flowing, that is always accessible inside of us and around us as well. As you might do that, I will begin to set up the audio itself. So I'm going to share my screen actually and take us into the Sexy Sound Healing platform, which is where it resides. Okay. Perfection. There we go. Welcome to the outside of the Sexy Sound Healing app. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you. All right. So this is the Sexy Sound Healing app, by the way. In Sexy Sound Healing, we have countless audios for all types of ceremonies, all types of journeying, as well as very practical healing audios, so that it's not just a meditation. We can use sound and frequency for everything from strengthening our voice and embodying our power to quickly releasing emotions, to having sacred sensual experiences, to supporting trauma release, which is one of the audios we'll actually be releasing next week. Every week in Sexy Sound Healing, we release 2 audios. So I'm just scrolling us through now. Some of the categories. This is what, if you've never seen this. So we're going to go into the journeying section and the guided ceremonies, land honoring. Yes, nature honoring ceremony. All right. And I will just say that if you're not familiar with Sexy Sound Healing, or if I am new to you, to know that one of the things that is the reason actually that we started Sexy Sound Healing was for people to understand that you can use the frequency, the universe, the world, nature is over 99% energy. Energy happens in frequency. And there are known frequencies, scientifically proven frequencies that support us in all kinds of ways. It's not just one frequency, there are many. And so in Sexy Sound Healing, we combine those frequencies with multi-genre music so that you don't have to just be meditating. You can experience and embody your full nature, all of your emotions, all of your day can be represented so that you embrace and honor all parts of you. It's not just the calm and quiet. It's not just the happy or content or peaceful, right? Nature shows us. Goodness, I live near the ocean now, and just the way it rages at certain days of the month, or seems so quiet it's almost hard to hear. It's that range exists within all of us, and part of this connecting to nature is honoring and loving all parts of ourselves. And even my intention for you actually is to invite that possibility of falling in love with yourself, with the entirety and the complexities of your full nature. So with that said, I'm going to get it started. As mentioned, I'm also partaking in this with you. So you will not see my lips moving, but we will enjoy this together. All right, here we go. Let me know, by the way, if you can hear this, if it's loud enough. You've arrived to the land honoring and nature connection ceremony. You're invited to surround yourself with physical reminders of nature. In this exploration, we're going to honor the nature around us, the nature within us, and the connection between what flows through us naturally, as well as what flows in the nature around us. As we are connected through this life source energy that provides all of us with vitality, aliveness, potential, and spirit. You're invited to gather these items that reflect the elements and/or specific aspects of nature with which you would like to connect. Maybe a pet, maybe you have plants in the house, crystals, candles, essential oils, herbs, if you have feathers, seashells, pine cones, whatever that is that's around you. You can also invoke them energetically into your space. As you call in these items and/or are surrounded by these items,
You're invited to find a comfortable position. Maybe that's seated, maybe that's lying down. Throughout our ceremony, you'll have opportunity to actually get up and move and even dance, embodying the power and prosperity of your own nature in connection with the nature around you. So this will be just a starting position. And as you find that position, you're invited to get nice and cozy, as comfortable as possible. Honoring your own nature, your own body in doing this. And as you find yourself in that coziest position, before closing your eyes, if you have the physical elements around you, you're invited to connect to them. If not physically present, to invoke them in your mind as you close your eyes, coming inward, and or taking a soft gaze, coming inward. Placing a hand on your lower belly or an area nearby that feels comfortable and supportive for you. And gently breathing in through the nose, feeling your body expand. Exhaling through the mouth. Continue breathing this way for 4 more breaths. Each breath slower than the last. And as you breathe that oxygen, that air that the trees exhaled, we are going to honor the wisdom keepers of the land that we live on, the ground beneath us. The indigenous wisdom keepers and cultural bearers who had deep connection to the land, to the earth, to nature. Understanding the symbiotic relationship that we have with it. You're invited to consider now the energy of this symbiotic relationship through imagining the hum of the earth. Considering the natural cycles that we experience, whether it's through seasons or day and night. The cycles of crops, the seasons of certain fruits and vegetables. You're invited to honor the cyclical nature. Embracing the value of each phase of each cycle. That the darkness of night gives us the light of the sun. That the rain brings rainbows. That fire creates ashes from which new life is born in the world around us. Everything has its role. Everything has its purpose. Deep inside of nature exist many mysteries. That humans have worked to unlock and understand for many millennia. What is this great consciousness? What is this free energy? This untapped, undefined, infinite potential. You're invited to breathe in. That infinite potential, infinite power and possibility. How nature can defy logic or fabricated ideas of realism, that trees don't have to grow straight up and down, they can grow off the side of a cliff from a rock. That a spider so small can capture a ginormous snake in its web. There's a great power and intelligence in the consciousness of nature. You're invited to breathe in all of this gently through the nose, allowing your belly to expand. As you exhale and breathe out the carbon dioxide that the trees need. And breathing in again, taking in and receiving that your own nature also carries these rhythms and cycles through the breath. That you too have a hum, vibration in, throughout, and around your body and energy field. That the beat of your heart offers your physicality a rhythm to move by. You're invited to do a scan of your physical body, starting at the base of your feet. Feeling yourself in whatever position you're in, connected with the earth below you, receiving that consciousness through you, being in relationship, and working your way up your body, scanning, Gently up the legs, simply giving yourself your attention, your presence. Slowly working your way up to your knees. Really offering yourself the attention that you'd offer a lover. As you slowly pan up your body, up your thighs, your hips, offering these parts of your body love as you continue upward. Your sacral, and also on the backside as well, from your base, from your root. Feeling yourself as part of the nature around you. The systems in your body that, without you even thinking about it, are routinely in their own cycles. Whether it's how you digest and swallow food, whether it's how you breathe, how the blood moves through your veins, how your brain and heart send signals to each other and around the rest of your body through your nervous system. Yes, continuing to scan upward, feeling your heart expand with the loving presence you are offering yourself. Yes. Coming up your throat, around the front and back sides of your face and your head, up through the crown, up above your head, and allowing this presence with self, this energy that's activated and awakened your cells, to fall back down on you like a waterfall. As you awaken to and consider your own unique nature, your energetic vibration that is different than anyone around you. You're invited to feel the rhythm as you interact with the idea of your own consciousness, your own power, the mystery of how you manifest and create in the world. You speak things into existence. You empathize with the feelings of others. You can feel their emotion. There is a mysteriousness to your consciousness, an untapped power that is innate, just like the innate intelligence of nature. There is an innate intelligence within you. Feel it as you breathe in, feeling your entire body expand, and exhaling with an audible sound or sigh. One more time, breathing in, nice and big. Exhaling with an audible sound. Yes, let's do that 2 more times. Breathing in, receiving the fullness of what you are taking in. Exhaling anything that doesn't serve you right now. Yes, breathing in the fullness of yourself and your nature, your prosperous nature, regenerative nature. Exhaling any untruths to the contrary. your hips are desiring movement, follow the wisdom of your body. Allow it to move you as the wind moves the trees. And consider what energy is in you that you have not yet acknowledged. You're invited to contemplate this now by embodying it. Communing with nature, being in nature is like a dance. So you're invited to stand or sit up, get into a space where you can move and flow. And as you notice the beat of this music, you're invited to notice the beat in your heart. You're welcome to place a hand there or somewhere where you can feel your pulse. And to find your own rhythm, feeling the rhythm of your body. There is no wrong way to be. You are perfect in your unique expression, in your unique movement. Inviting in a breath in through the nose while you're still swaying or movement, whatever feels good to you. And exhaling as if you're speaking to nature itself. So breathing in, filling yourself, receiving that energy, and exhaling that energy to nature, to the world. Feel yourself begin to dance with the idea of nature around you. Feel free to call forward something in nature that you already feel connected to, whether it's a favorite animal, type of flower or plant, food that you love to eat, or maybe sweets, maybe you like some honey. Imagine yourself dancing with this aspect of nature. It might just be an element. Allow yourself to dance with it. To feel the relationship between you and that item, that energy. You may connect with the natural rhythms of these things. Like the ocean has waves, or the wind blows in certain ways. It can be a slow burn or an explosive fire. Any movement is your choosing. Yes, this is an honoring. We embody our own nature to honor the nature around us, to honor the gifts that it gives us, light that we get to see, the air we get to breathe, the sounds, the smells that invigorate our body. As you continue in your dance, feel this gratitude and love, not only for the nature you're dancing with, but also for the nature in your own being, to perceive this, to be able to be a witness to and witnessed by the energy of this nature around you. forward other aspects of nature that you have not yet embodied. Maybe even something you never had gratitude for. Just allow yourself for these next few moments to just be in this dance, opening to possibility, opening to energy not yet tapped in yourself and thereby experiencing in the world. In this honoring, we offer reverence to that which is around us, which is a reflection of what is within. The infinite intelligence, consciousness, and potential in the prosperous nature is also in our own unique nature. You're invited to offer a gesture of gratitude for this dance and honoring that you have had with nature around you, as well as for the nature you have honored in yourself. Feel free to take a moment as you need, just to notice your body, your heart. In a moment to recognize anything that you felt or thought that stood out to you. And there are a couple of questions that I want to invite a few minutes here to consider in yourself. The first was, I believe, in the actual ceremony. What untapped energy exists within you? You're welcome to journal this. You're welcome to share here in the comments. What untapped energy lives within you? Another question, what abundance do you recognize in nature that is within yourself?
And the third question, if there's anything that you've maybe been avoiding or judging in yourself or in your life that you might also avoid in nature, and how might you accept it more? Don't worry, I'll put these here in the chat so you can see them. But yeah, I just want to offer a few moments of this, and I'll play some more sexy sound healing music. Just I would say about, let's do, there's me. Let's do like 4 minutes. We can play something with a little chill vibes on it. Go to the mood setting. Self-love and soul. Okay. And again, feel free to journal, to share in the chat, to just be in reflection with those questions. I'll put them in the comments again, just a moment. Let me know if you can hear the music. right. Apologies, that was not a good fade out. And that song was the organ was about to go for it in that song. But when you listen to Sexy Sound Healing, you will hear what it does. All right, feel free to share in the chat, in the comments, if there is um, something that's come up for you. And of course, you don't have to share in the chat. It's just the ability to amplify the energy and community, to be witnessed in it, especially if there's something you are claiming or you're really wanting to release. Ooh, this is good. Pamela says, avoiding the reality of aging and slowing. Oh, yeah, yeah. Slowing down, accepting it more by embracing the cycles of life. Oh my God, snaps. That is such a good one. Mainstream society gives us such terrible, if any, real stories about living as an elder. And actually was just on a call with somebody earlier this week and expressing the immense gratitude I had for my grandmother, who has since passed, but damn, she did her last years so beautifully. And I'm so grateful I had that visual example. She passed at age 86. And not because her body was broken down, falling apart. It was actually very clearly her choice to go. Of course, the hospital might say something, there's on the surface some reason her body stopped, but it was clear to me energetically that it was simply a choice of it being time to go. And the radiance that she had at 86, I mean, people my dad's age trying to get with her. She always had a light in her eye and a project she was working on. And all of this to say that this energy of aliveness that exists within nature and exists within ourselves is always available and accessible. And yeah, and to your point that it takes different forms as we, as the age number goes up, but it is still there. And I just felt like I needed to say that. I actually probably will say a lot more about this at some point, because there's a lot more honoring of our elders that's needed in mainstream society that is absolutely missing. And I'm really grateful to come from a lineage where people live a long time and they fucking live. Like they're doing their life. Not because of, they're maybe physically doing things, but the connection to that aliveness, that sexy energy, that's life source energy is still available, despite what the healthcare system might have us believe about it. Thank you for sharing that one so much. I know you're speaking a lot of people's truths who will see this. If there are any other shares, feel free to share. I won't give as much commentary. That one just spoke to my heart because it's been alive this week. Tracy says, wow, magical, mystical, infinite blessings. Loved, I'm in awe. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love that. I love that so much. Feel free to take these questions with you to consider. Often after we experience a journey where energy is moved, our bodies naturally have an integration process. So energies exist on different dimensions at different levels, and it takes a certain amount of energetic momentum to build for us to experience it in the physical 3D material form. So I guess I can stop the share. So allow yourself to know that, right? This is a natural part of the cycles of energetic shifting and integration. And we're always shifting energy, but choosing to, or your body actually working to integrate it does, just like the cycles naturally does usually take time. So allowing yourself to know that and to be loving with whatever part of the process that your body is in, that your mind is in. With honoring and accepting and loving and embracing Thank you for that beautiful example, by the way. The leadership to express and to express for us live. Mm, yeah. With that said, we are right at the top of the hour. So I'm going to honor everyone's time and my own, and end this live. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've caught the replay, you've caught us live. It is so important that we gather in community. Just like again with nature, you see the moss on the tree, the trees in the soil, the mushrooms are popping up, all of these elements, the little ants in the ground and the so many animals actually that need the trees. Um, we have this interdependent nature that we can forget because we've been disconnected from it. But when we gather in community and we share resources and share wisdom and share what's come through for us, and knowing that we're not alone and knowing that we are all on unique journeys, but with shared elements because we're all human, it's such an important and overlooked aspect of the healing process. So I want to thank you for showing up. Let us continue to show up. If you have final thoughts or shares, please feel free to share those in the chat as well. If you would like to join us in Sexy Sound Healing or Sexy Self Actualize and get more of this on-demand music and support on how to use it, how to use frequency energy to feel your own, access your own aliveness, and to create a routine that supports holistic health, you can join us at sexysoundhealing.com. There's a button right at the top, just click it. And I want to look final comments. Beautiful, thank you. Absolutely, with pleasure. Tracy says, thank you. We'll listen again and dance, dance, dance in the grass. Yes. Thank you, kindly, beautiful angel. My pleasure. All right, wishing you a fantastic rest of the day, evening, week, wherever you are, whenever you are. We don't only have to do this on Earth Day. We can celebrate and be in ceremony and connect to and embody our nature and be with nature any day, every day. And in fact, I know many who are watching this already have a practice, but if you do not, I invite you to intentionally convene with nature such that you connect more to your own and begin to notice the ways that you can appreciate these elements of yourself through appreciating it when you see it in nature. And I'll just use as an example, I find, so here in California, there are often fires and you will see the trees that are dead after a fire. And since I used to be so disconnected from nature, I didn't know what that looked like. I just knew that the trees were darker. And I thought, the people I was spending time with were like, oh, this is so sad, the tree. And I was like, whoa, this is beautiful. Like, this is a dead tree. So all of that to share the ability to shift our perspective on anything that we experience within by learning to appreciate it when we see it in other places. So thank you so much for your energy and for your attention and time. And may you continue to prosper and to connect to this energy of aliveness, vitality that all of us living beings have access to right now. Mwah! Sending love. Take care.